Hilarious went on live last night. And I think a lot of people that were reacting to her don't actually tune into the Breakfast Club. So it was kind of just like people just, some people just don't like her. Um, and if you're not a fan, you're not a fan. And I get it. But I fuck with Jess. Hilarious. She's funny. And she's actually really good on the radio. Like I think people assume because she's a lot of like online comedians, they just assume like it doesn't really count, but it does. Like she's actually a good host, and um, people think she got the job because of her following, and yeah, that might have played into it. But when Angela Yee left the Breakfast Club, they had like a whole year where they just had trial hosts every single week, like different hosts, and the ones they liked, they just had them come back and repeat a week and whatnot. So it was like a bunch of like mini like trials for everyone. They had Jason Lee up there. They had Claudia Jordan. They had Lauren LaRosa. Mad people. And Jess Hilarious. The audience voted for Jess. People would literally call into the Breakfast Club, be like, yeah, we want Jess. Guests would come up there and be like, yeah, we want Jess Hilarious. Yeah, we want this. Like, oh, where's Jess? No one was checking for Lauren. Like, she's a good journalist, but like, people wanted Jess Hilarious on the show. But she went on maternity leave, came back, and it's a whole lot of mess. Okay. I just wanted to give background what this video was before I actually show it. Hopefully it's not loud anymore.
Every day. I don't have no reason to fucking hate on that girl. I don't.
Sorry.
Shorty is like that. Yeah. I that's why I picked her to fill in for me for maternity leave. This woman every day. Every day. I don't have no reason to fucking hate on that girl. I don't. No, I didn't like her when I came back because I'm like, all right, what's going on? What's going on? She knew it. We had a conversation. Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing this the way these niggas is doing shit up here that I don't like. Okay, got it. Now, it's her segment. I went to the person who does the intros, the sounds. I went to Taylor. Yo, Taylor, make Lauren her intro. Take Jess with the mess, all that shit. She says, things can't just change like that. Why the fuck not? Why not? Y'all changing everything else, and I'm the only one that don't know. My goofy ass don't know nothing. I'm just coming to work every day, just zippity doo dah day, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, take my name out that shit. Jess with the Mess is not at Breakfast Club. I'm Jess Hilarious up here. Fuck, I'm Jessica Moore up here. Jess with the Mess is not being done. Lauren LaRosa is doing the shit. So that need to be her segment. I fought for that segment. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? While her fans and her people
She's being so real right here because I'm being real when I say I watch the Breakfast Club every day. Like my I watch it all the time. Cause it was weird and they never addressed it, but Lauren just kept having longer and longer like segments in Jess's segment. It was literally called Just with the Mess, and then they would just slowly bring Lauren in, like slowly more and more and more. And then you could just see that Jess was not having it. Like she would just be like, "All right, this is Lauren's like what did she call it? Then she said like litigious corner or legal corner, or latest with Lauren. Like she's the one who started saying it. Like Jess wasn't. She knew she wasn't talking that much during the thing. That she knew that they were pushing her out. That's why she told him to rename it.
is and the Breakfast Club people and the people in the comments, man, I'm not ready to sit up here and act like I don't see that shit. Are y'all crazy? One thing I ain't never try to do is act unbothered unless shit never bothered me. Man, what? You try coming back to work. You try to come back to work. And the motherfucker is right there at your desk. And ain't nobody telling you shit, mind you. Nobody telling you nothing, mind you.
Mm.
Before you know it, everybody thinking you're the villain. Like I'm the villain. Cause I didn't know shit. I'm sick of that. I'm very, very sick of that. I'm sick of the shit. It's weird. It's weird. I don't fuck with it. Just be quiet up there. I'm not fighting over no mic space. I'm not fighting over no mic. That's why I went from shut up and hush to not saying nothing. Nah. I'm not gonna compete where I already won this competition. I didn't know it was supposed to be for. If this was presented to me, prior to hire, then I wouldn't have been so shocked. Like, oh shit, all right, cool. So when we bringing in the fourth person, shit, that's what's up. Cool. It's only time for that segment. You know what I'm saying? We had a meeting today to restructure the show and shit like that. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That went crazy too.
Also, just an FYI, they have like 3 segments where they just talk about, honestly, 4 segments where they talk about the news. They have the front page news, which is where they have like an actual like real journalist. Her name is Morgan. I forget her last name, but her name is Morgan. She's literally like on like discussing like news topics that be on like CNN and stuff like that. Then after that, they got like 3 different areas where they just talk about like celebrity gossip. So that's like the latest with Lauren or just with the mess. They really could just restructure it where like, I don't know, 2 of those segments are just the latest with Lauren. Then the other segment is just fix my mess, like where she's giving actual advice to people. Cause that was one of her segments too. They just stopped doing it. They do that one like maybe once a week, which is kind of weird. I don't understand it, but that's what they decided to do.
Listen, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of things that I deal with. I ain't expecting not one motherfucker to feel sorry for me because that's not what I'm looking for. I don't care. And I haven't said a motherfucking thing at all. At all. I haven't said anything. This the crazy thing, yo. I'm gonna let y'all know this. The craziest shit is, right? I wanted Breakfast Club so bad. I wanted
Of
it.
course.
I grew up on the show. The fuck? Like, what? Hall of Fame show? What are we talking about? Syndicated? This ain't my first time doing radio, but I'm just saying, like, this is the biggest fucking show culturally. You know what I'm saying? I was eating that shit up the whole year I co-hosted, eating that shit up until I had to leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a baby. In this industry, what I'm doing ain't no right time to have a baby, so you have them when you have them. I don't regret when I got pregnant. I don't. I got pregnant on fucking purpose. That's what I wanted, a baby, and that's what I got. You know what I'm saying? But
I also seen people saying it's her fault that Lauren took over because she shouldn't have got pregnant. Like what? Technically, this is like, well, I don't know. Technically, I would classify this as like a corporate job, sort of, because like she's getting like a steady paycheck. Like it's every 2 weeks, most likely. She signed a contract, et cetera, et cetera. In a corporate job, you can't just replace someone because they got pregnant. Like I can't. Like I saw someone had made like a good comparison. They're like, imagine being a teacher. You go on maternity leave. You have a sub. You come back, and now the sub is teaching your class permanently. Like what? That doesn't make any sense. It's a sub for a reason. They're not supposed to be there when you get back. They're only there temporarily. I I just can't imagine how that even feels. Like I know that probably hurt. And people are saying like she got pregnant and then like as soon as she got pregnant, she's left. Like no, she was on there for months. She like worked like up until like maybe a month or a couple weeks before her baby was born. She won't just, oh, she pregnant. I'm gonna go on maternity leave for 9 months the whole time. No.
I wanted Breakfast Club. You feel me? And I'm gonna say this. I don't fucking need to be there. I wanted to be there. I loved being there. That was my shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit. I used to be happy as a motherfucker on the radio. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm not in, listen, I'm not intimidated by no woman walking on this earth. I give a crown to that girl. If you listen to the show, you know. Nigga talking about she tried to be my friend. Excuse me? Ain't nobody trying to be no motherfucking friends. What are we talking about? We just naturally, organically became cool. Once I realized what the fuck was going on, like I said, my anger was misplaced. No, I did not like her when I first came back. I didn't. Even down to how I was supposed to return. Like, we had a whole plan on how I was supposed to come back. When I walk in the room, she never left. First thing she say is not, how your baby doing? No, that was Envy, because he's the family man, right? How was maternity leave? No. That's not the first. The first thing that she talks about is the shit that was in the comments. What the fuck make...
Also, I might have to pull up that clip because I was I watch it every day when I'm at work. And literally her word for word, she was like, Lauren, the other host, she was like, yeah, people have been coming up to me and it was like real backhanded, but it was like real slick. She said, I don't like when people compliment me saying I'm better than Jess because we can both succeed. But like usually when people say stuff like that, they're like, oh, and people saying like they say like vice versa, but like she never said like the opposite. She just implied that she was better. And I was just like, why would you say that? Like, why would that be the first thing to come out your mouth? If anything, if y'all want to talk about it a week later, not as soon as she walked in the door. That's what the discussion is. The discussion should be like, hey, welcome back. Here's a hug. I don't know.
Wait, what make me want to
It's real
talk
like,
about
mm,
the fucking comments first? I got a beautiful baby at home. Why? You know what I'm saying? So no, I did
see?
not like her when I first came back. I had to learn that Lauren was not a spiteful person. Like, I'm like, I don't like the way you moving. I don't like, I ain't feeling this shit. We had a whole nother plan. I don't know what the fuck what that was in there, but that shit wasn't it. I ain't like that. We've made cool since then. That's it. Right? I compliment this girl every fucking day. Every day. And it ain't forced. She's a beautiful girl. She knows her shit and she on her shit. And that segment came from me. Like, let's not even sit here and fucking play around with it. Like, this the crazy thing. This is another crazy thing. We supposed to be a team up that bitch. Not one person comes to my defense at all. Like, when like, not one motherfucker ever with this online shit. Like, why the fuck should we have to keep playing it? Man, listen, I know one thing. Angela Yee ain't that motherfucking crazy. Not as crazy as niggas try to make out to be. Nah, it's the reason that lady wanted to leave that show. I don't know how she did that shit for 13 years, my nigga. I'm telling you. I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know what's up with me. I feel played with. I'ma play with niggas. Like, that's just like, come on. I've been quiet a lot.
A
If Jess
lot.
Hilarious is quiet, it's a motherfucking reason. I always got my motherfucking mouth open. All the time. Whether it's something y'all want to hear or it's something that y'all ain't gonna want to hear. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. Didn't go live to talk about that retired ass nigga.
Let's talk about Corey Holcomb.
who still who still think he not retired. Nigga, you ain't doing nothing. And honestly, if he didn't hate me so much, I would actually agree with some shit that he was saying. I would. The girl is great at what she do. Lauren with the latest is flawless. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She got that. I fought for that. The fuck is we talking about? I don't know how long it's gonna take for a motherfucker to confirm that. But yeah, it's like that. I started saying shit on air. Like I said, I don't know if y'all really listen to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all really listen to that shit 6 a.m. or wherever. Yeah, I advocated for that. Get that shit to her. Get that segment to her, man. That girl do what she do. She do it great. She was doing it great at TMZ. She doing it great up the Breakfast Club. I also Ben said that she did great during the co-hosting year too. Said that. Along with Claudia Jordan and Jason Lee. I also said that. Okay? Stop trying to make me out to be the villain. Or like I'm the fucking hater or something. I ain't never gonna hate on no fucking woman. Ever. No, I no. Now listen. Listen. I may not say everything that y'all, I may not. I may offend women here and there. I offend men here and there. Um, you know, I
Jess says some offensive things. Like I'm gonna be honest. However, so does Charlemagne. So does Envy. They all of them just have certain topics that it's like, whoa, what day and age are we in now? But I do appreciate that they just stand on what they believe in. Like Lauren is just very agreeable, and I don't know. I don't know if it's a bad thing, but sometimes she'll just go with like what the majority thinks. And I'm wondering if maybe she was doing that just because she wasn't like comfortable with them yet. And, like people just understand reason sometimes. So like yeah, like if someone presents reason, they'll change their mind. But she don't really be doing that. She just kind of agrees with whatever the collective is saying.
especially if she got it going on. Yeah, I'm not. And Lauren LaRosa got it going on. She did. You know what I'm saying? I tell her that. Ask her. I don't know if she'll say it online. She thanks me on air, but she ain't gonna. She don't thank me online. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And I guess shit a little different. Online. But if niggas is a team, if we supposed to be a team, how about y'all clear some of this shit up for y'all teammate? This shit is ran like a high school. Yeah, yeah. It's ran like a high school. It is. Fair East Side High. Fair East Side High. Before Mr. Clark, though. Like when he first got there. Mm-hmm. Y'all want a bitch to keep her cool. Look, check this out, y'all. Look, man. I get up every fucking day. Every day. And they always talk about, you ain't at work, you ain't at work. Yeah, bitch, I started picking up more shows. Hell no. That's how I'm getting. Hell no.
And that makes sense. If you feel like you're getting pushed out of a job, of course you're gonna step up your like your side hustle. Like she's a comedian. She's gonna keep going on the road because she clearly doesn't feel comfortable at her current like job on the radio. She thinks she's getting pushed out. And it that's what it seems like. So she's reading the room. She's gonna make sure she's still getting money. Like I don't understand why that's the issue. Like if y'all don't want her there, she's going to go on the road then. She's gonna wait until her contract is up and then just be out.
Hell no. I have more fun outside the fucking studio than I have in there now. Is you crazy?
Loading? It's okay. There wasn't much left on this video, but Let me make sure y'all can see because I wanted to watch this. Did it switch over? Bigger. But they discussed this like just as live on the Breakfast Club this morning, and I wish I tuned in live. Like I know it was probably good. I'm like off center. I'm trying to slap right. I wish I tuned in live, but in the morning when I go to work, I listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Like I'm not, I don't know. That's just what I do. Um, so I just forgot. But I know it was probably stuff they cut out on air, like that happened live that they didn't stream. But they posted this of like having callers come in and basically just speak to how they feel about the situation because the people that are in the comments aren't people that really listen to the radio for real. Like some people do, but like others are just there because they heard about like issues that are going on. Like they're not real fans of the show. Maybe I just need to turn my camera. Okay, that's a better. Of course, it's an unskippable commercial.
Hey, are you single? I'm a matchmaker.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
Hey, this is Odell from the Bronx.
Hey, Odell from the Bronx. Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Jess has a problem. Jess has a point. I'm on Jess' side because Lauren came in to fill in with her, and I love Lauren, and I love her segment and everything. But if y'all gonna add it to the show, add it to the show legitimately. If she's a producer, let her keep playing the background.
Okay, thank you. She's not a producer, though, but not anymore. But thank you.
Well, no, she's still the senior news producer.
But she also does on air segment as well.
Here's the problem.
What?
We don't know what the hell she does, and that's what Jess is trying to say.
Yes.
We need the communication. It's that's all it is. I'm not. You know what? Let me shut up.
Hello, who's this?
What going on, B Dog?
What's up? Talk to us.
Hey man, y'all doing a good job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I agree with this being that it wasn't clearly communicated what Lauren role was going to be.
Mm.
At the same time, y'all don't need to be having no behind the scenes meeting. It's not professional, and just can't let the disturb her. You said yourself when you were coming on, you negotiated your pay. You got the pay you wanted. You got the job you wanted. You got the baby. You might be dealing with a little postpartum, but everything's still good.
How would you know what she dealing with?
Out of there.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So, what's the problem?
Okay, some callers are stupid though, because that didn't even make sense. Clearly, she's expressed what her problem is several times. Her segment, each of them have their own segments. Charlamagne got Donkey of the Day. Envy got his mixes. Jess was supposed to have Jess with the mess. Now it's the latest with Lauren. So what is Jess doing there? Like that's what she's saying. She's getting pushed out, and they trying to gaslight her like it's not happening. It's clearly happening. Like her segments were slowly getting taken over by Lauren. And Lauren's only on the air during just a segment. She's not on the air during Donkey of the Day. She's not on the air when they just talking. It's only during just the segments. Like people are like, why are you complaining? What you mean? Why is she complaining? Like
The internet?
I don't know how I feel about you diagnosing people with postpartum.
yeah, that's weird.
Let's go with it.
But I agree with you. You got to. Everybody got to stop listening to the comments.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah, this is Zach, man, from Brooklyn. What's going on?
What's up, man? Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Yo, man, I think, you know what? With Lauren, when she came on with y'all, man, it made it more stronger, man. Y'all got to learn to work together. Yeah, that's a marvelous team y'all got right there, man. Y'all just got to figure out this segment. Let Jess do the Just to the Mess. Let Lauren do the news portion of it, and y'all just rock on, man. I mean, don't let that shit get you that outside. Y'all doing a great job. I love y'all, man. I listen to y'all every day.
Thank you, brother.
You know?
Appreciate you.
And see, this is why I like the radio, because unlike the comments, you know it's real people, you know, going to work every day, and they gonna tell you the truth. These ain't these people in the comments that just want to troll you, and you know, it could be bots. Like, these are real people, and they love y'all.
That's right.
They love.
Also, the people in the comments at the Breakfast Club is just, they're just annoying. Like, beforehand, there was another, what do you call it? Like, so they do front page news, like I said. So they have like an actual like real journalist on here that just like calls in to tell them like stuff that's going on in the world. Um, Before they had Teslin Figaro on there, and she was on there for like maybe a year, but then she just left. The Breakfast Club ain't say why she left. She just stopped calling in. But the comments, months after months, it was like, "Where's Tez? Where's Tez? Where's Tez?" Breakfast Club ain't say nothing. Teslin Figaro ain't say nothing. And then eventually, they just replaced her with the girl Morgan. And then eventually, people in the comments was like, "Oh, like we like Morgan." They weren't comparing them. They were just like, "Oh, okay. Like we forgot about Tez. If you want to tune in to Tez, go to her her podcast. Go to her Instagram. Follow her." People just don't like change.
Hi,
Hello, what's your name, mama?
Hey.
my name is Key.
Your phone sounds so crazy. Can you take us off Bluetooth or speaker, whatever you got us on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yes, this is Key calling from Atlanta.
Hey, good morning. What's your thoughts?
Okay, so first of all, I only started back listening to the show because of Jess. Congratulations on your baby.
A lot
girl.
of people
That's
did.
hard.
She brought in a huge audience.
From the get-go, yes, the whole situation has been awkward. Y'all not gonna sit up here and play Jess like she didn't come back from maternity leave and have somebody in her seat that just did not get up, or y'all didn't even address the situation like, okay, we got somebody new we're gonna introduce on top of Jess. She came back and the girl never left. How's she supposed to feel?
Well, you don't know the whole story. Tell her. You want to fill in some blanks, Jess?
I want to fill in blanks.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, number one, Jess picked Lauren.
Yes,
Jess said, "Hey, when I'm on maternity leave, I want Lauren."
And then, you know, like, but even when I say that, it's like I don't want it to come off like.
What does just picking Lauren have to do with her not leaving when she came back? Like, okay, I picked you as a sub. Like, that's all it was supposed to be.
Like, oh, the only reason that she's even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to seem like I'm.
But you did make a choice, and also
I did, but it was just weird. You know what I'm saying? How when I came back, like this young lady just said, when I came back, it was just like, all right, if she's expected to be the fourth host or whatever, yo, let's bring her in, or let's create her own segment. Let's legitimately do it. Let's officiate it. You feel me? Like, why is it only when I gotta talk, or when I, on my segment and things like that? You know, it could have been done a whole nother way. It could have been brought to me while I was even on maternity leave, that we wanted to bring her in permanently to be on the show and not just a producer.
I don't think we even came to that conclusion yet.
She wasn't supposed to be the fourth host. She was supposed to be a
from
producer.
the time y'all auditioned. Jess was gonna be the host. Lauren was gonna be the senior news producer. Yes, that was always the plan. You know, when you came back from maternity leave and Lauren was here as the senior news producer, when you started to bring her in to do some of the litigious stuff.
Yeah, the court things, yes.
I thought the segment was just evolving naturally. Like, I thought y'all were having those conversations. Y'all was putting that together. I didn't know it was an issue.
But in real time, are you realizing that, like, there not possibly, but there should have been some more guidelines laid out, like structured stuff?
Yeah, once everybody figured out exactly what it is they wanted to do.
Yeah, but I think even if, like, because for me, as the person that, like, I'm watching all this in real time, I know Jess feels away. I don't know what's happening either. I was also like,
Who's in charge here? I think that's who they need to be talking to. Whoever's in charge, because clearly it's not any of them. Whoever is in charge is who is to blame. Because why are they not communicating? Mojo, sit down. What are we doing? But yeah, whoever's in charge is to blame. They should have communicated with Jess better. They should communicate it to the whole team better.
like, okay, what's happening? But I was just going with the flow. But I felt like going with the flow made it kind of like was like when you got a bruise and you keep touching it, so it's like it's hurting more, and then we just not talking about it. But like I didn't know what else to do because we ain't talking about it, and we figuring it out.
And when I realized you didn't know what was going on either because we had a conversation, that's when I told you, all right, yo, my anger is misplaced. Like I'm mad at her when I shouldn't be mad at her. Like, and it was made to look like that from the jump, and it was just like it was no coming back from even when I like started being cool with her. Like, you know what? No, she, and she's helpful and she helps with questions, with interviews, and all of that helps conduct the news and the details and stuff. I'm like, all right, but it's still no communication. Now I'm just cool with her, but we still don't know what's going on. So it's just weird. It's being in a weird space with it.
Well, how do we resolve this? Because we got to get it to AJ and Tressa.
I think we're figuring it out in real time. You know what I'm saying? But I do want Jess and Lauren to know that I think when it comes to that latest with Lauren segment, they can work together. And Jess, you are the third co-host for the Breakfast Club for a reason. And we are going to continue to restructure this show and, turn this show in what it needs to be so you can really get your stuff. And, we've had these conversations on
I think that was part of the
air.
meetings that we've been having behind the scenes that we've been talking about and making sure that everybody feels comfortable. Everybody sees it.
I still don't think they really understand what Jess is saying because they can work together during the latest with Lauren. Jess wants her own segment. That's why she was hired. She was hired to do Just the Mess. Y'all turned it into something else. So she said, go ahead and change the name. But Jess still needs her own segment. Let Jess do Jess with the mess. I mean, Jess Fix My Mess. That's a good segment.
Seen, everybody's heard. That's what I think part of those conversations were.
And I think y'all both got strengths. Like what Jess does, Lauren don't do. What Lauren does, Jess don't do. And I think that complements. I think y'all complement each other very, 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 very well. And I think both of y'all can have so much success on this show. But we got to stop letting the internet dictate how we move.
It's not the internet, it's
y'all. Cannot listen to the comments. Cannot listen to these people on
1000%.
YouTube creating these narratives because they're going to pit each other. They're going to pit y'all against each other every chance they get until they can't no more.
But I told that to Jess and I told that to Lauren and I tell that to anybody up here. They try to pit me and Charlamagne against each other 1,000,001 times. They will try. Yeah. You just hump me more. But they try as much as possible. But they will try. They'll try to pit y'all two against each other. They'll try to pit me and you against each other, Jess. They'll try to put Jess and Charlamagne. That's what the internet does. Half the time I don't even think it's a face, but we can't let those people online dictate what we do. Like F those.
It's not the people online. It's literally how y'all are behaving in the studio.